Iron farms are very useful in Minecraft because, well, they provide you with iron. And that is why in today's video I'm going to show you how you can build your own iron farm in Minecraft. Before we start building, there is a few things you need to know. Number one, the materials list for this farm is down in the description if you want to check that out. And also, this is an iron farm making use of villagers, because it's an iron farm, and thus it should be quite far away from any other place using villager things, such as workstations and stuff like that. Keep in mind that also means barrels. So for example, your storage system or something like that can not be nearby and be existing of barrels. Same with the villages and things like that. Another thing is that, well, I'm on a super flat world, but you'll probably be building this on not a super flat world, and then you want to make sure that you build this in a flat area, because if you have a bit of a hill, let's say right here, then an iron golem could actually spawn on top of that, and you do not want that. Then also for that reason, you cannot build this farm underground. Unless you make some sort of a huge perimeter for it, but I don't think you should put that much effort into this simple iron farm. So let's get right in, shall we? Anyways, the first thing you want to do is just want to dig a little bit of a 2 wide hole, actually 3 wide hole, just like this. You can place a chest in it like that, then crouch and place a hopper into that chest. Now as a test, you can just throw any item into that hopper, and that should just funnel into the chest. If it doesn't, then you've got a problem. Anyways, the next thing you want to do is crouch and place a hopper on top of the hopper you just placed. Then place 2 hoppers into that like so, 2 hoppers into that like so, and then fill up the rest of this area with hoppers. And now it's very important that you need to look at these parts of the hoppers over here, and you need to make sure that all the hoppers are connecting into one another, so that if you place an item, for example in this last one, that it will end up in the chest, because this is how the collection system of our farm will work. Anyways, what you can do next is just dig out this area here a bit, so it's a bit more accessible. You can dig it down like a staircase, like so. You can do whatever you want to do with that. Anyways, you can just go like this. There we go. You want to place a ring of blocks around these hoppers, just like this. That might make it a little difficult to access the chest, but you are probably going to want to dig down anyway, because I just put 1 chest here, but I recommend expanding this storage system a bit and placing some more chests in here, because, if you want to go AFK for a while, then that is very useful. Anyways, once you have this ring of blocks around here, you can use more solid blocks or just glass. I like to use glass because it looks nice, and then you can look at the iron golems getting killed. But you can use solid blocks too, and you want to build a 2 tall ring around this thing over here, and you can fill in the corners as well. You don't have to do that, it's optional. Whatever you think looks best. Then you want to crouch down, and on each one of these hoppers you want to place a campfire. And now I'm just actually going to break these right now because they're producing a lot of smoke, so we'll just come back and place those later. But the reason you want to place them is so that they will, one, kill the iron golems faster, and they will also take care of the cats that will be spawning with this farm as well. Anyways, the next thing that you want to do is place another ring of solid blocks on top of this glass you have over here, just like that. And then on each side you want to come out by 7 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then do the same thing on this side, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And on all four sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Now we've created this thing we have over here. And what you want to do is you want to connect all these sides over here to each other, just like I'm doing over here. Now, once you're done with that, you've created the outline for the platform which the iron golems are going to be spawning on. So, what you can do next is just go ahead and fill in the entire platform with solid blocks. Very important, you are not allowed to use half slabs, though how tempting it may be, because that will not work. And with the power of editing, boom, here we go, the entire platform has been filled in. As I said, you can fill them with any block you like. The next thing you can do is you can just build up on any side anywhere you want. Just one block like that, and then you want to make that come out like so. Then what you want to do is you want to build an edge around this thing, just like this, and you want to come all the way around on all four of these sides, just like so. And then once you have done all four of these sides, you can do the same thing, but then with slabs. You want to do the same thing with slabs. Don't accidentally place two slabs on top of one another, because that will become a full block, and then iron golems can spawn on it. Once you have finished your entire rim up the top, you want to come over to each corner and remove the 5 corner slabs, just like so, and you want to replace those with solid blocks. Then you want to place slabs on top of those solid blocks and place one block in the exact corner over here. This is what will allow our water to flow correctly right over to this place. And you want to make sure you do that on all the corners. Once this is all done, go ahead and place in the water. You can place one water block on each corner, just like so. And then what you want to do is you want to come to the edge, skip this block, make sure you skip that, very important, and then place one water source on each block, just like so. And that can be a pain, so what I definitely recommend is to build up yourself a bit of a temporary infinite water source. That would be very useful. Anyways, as you can see, this placed in, it flows exactly to the edge over here. Then you want to do that on every side, making sure that you skip this last one over here and this first one over here. Then you can do that on this side as well. There we go. And finally on this last side too. So let's just say I was an iron golem and I spawned in right over here. Then I just get pushed down into this hole, just like so. Now, and here you would get killed by lava. And what you can do is you can place in some signs. You want 3 right over there, then another 3 coming off of that, and then 3 more. Be 9 signs in total. And then on the middle sign, on top of that, you want to place a lava source. And now that lava source is going to spread out like this. And now if I was an iron golem, I would be in the lava. Under here, I am safe, but the iron golem is not, because iron golems are 3 blocks tall, and they'll be perfectly with their head in the lava, suffering a terrible death. Anyways, the iron golems can't spawn just yet, because there's still a few things we need to do. Next, you want to come up 3 blocks over here. You can remove those bottom 2 ones. And then you want to extend that 1 block in this direction away from the middle lava pit. And next you want to build sort of a donut shape. It's going to be 2 blocks wide. and it's going to come all the way around the lava area. You want to make sure there's no blocks really on top of the lava area. You just go like this. There we go. That's our donut shape. And as you can see, we have a 3x3 in the middle over here, where there's sort of the hole, you know, that a donut has. And on top of this, you actually want to place some beds. There we go. You want to place 3 beds over here, 3 beds over here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 beds on this side, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 beds on this side as well. These can be any beds, any colored beds, whatever you think fits well with your build. And then what you can do is you can just go ahead and remove these blocks underneath the beds, as they are no longer needed. There we go. With the beds in place, it's time to move on to the villagers themselves. The absolute worst part of this build, but you know, it'll be worth it. It'll be worth all the iron. You want to come out to any edge. This can be any side, and you want to come out to the middle of that side. As you can see over here, this is in the exact middle. You want it aligned to the center block of the 3x3 over there. And then what you want to do is you want to place a solid block down there. Then go up 2 blocks on all sides. Just go like that. And then you actually want to replace the bottom block with a honey block, as this will keep the villagers in place a little. Now you want to decide what workstation you want to use. This can be most workstations, but you need to make sure that the workstation is a solid block. So I'm using a blast furnace. That is a villager workstation, and it works just fine as it is a solid block. As you can see, you can, for example, not use a lectern, as that is not a solid block. Anyways, next thing you want to do is you want to get your villagers in this little pod over here, which is probably a place they will never exit, which is something they deserve. Anyways, just place them in here, get them here anyway, probably by minecart or something, from a villager breeder. I will leave a tutorial, not mine by the way, I don't have a tutorial on that, but I'll leave a tutorial on how to make a villager breeder down in the description. Anyways, you want this to be exactly 10 villagers, not more, not less. And you need to make sure that these villagers are not baby villagers, and also not the villagers with the green cloaks, which are the nitwit villagers, as they will not work. Now, with these 10 villagers in here, when you're placing them in or bringing them over, you should have seen some green particles. That means that they have linked to the beds, which is great. Anyways, now you want to start placing in the workstations. You need to be very careful with this because the villagers can escape, of course. There we go. I can place in the first one, and there we go. Green particles that has linked to a villager. Now you don't want to place these in all at once. You sort of just want to place them in one by one. Go slow. There you go. That one in place saw the green particles. If you place them too fast after each other, there's too big of a chance that one of the villagers might be able to clip out and escape, or that there will be some linking problems. Anyways, we can just continue with this process until you have replaced all the blocks. But you might have noticed that we have 10 villagers in here, and there's only 8 of these. That is because you are going to want to place 2 more. Place one right over here. That should link. There we go. And another one right over here. That one links as well. Very nice. Then what you can do is you can place 3 solid blocks on top of there, I mean, that can be glass as well. Let's actually do that. That looks a bit nicer. And then what you want to do is you want to place one slab on top of each of the blocks over here to prevent the iron golem from spawning on top of that. Finally, with the villagers in place, we can go ahead and do something that we skipped in the beginning, which is placing in the campfires. And now I feel like I should mention, of course, these can also be soul campfires, which will work a bit better, but the regular campfires are also fine to use. And now with those in place and smoke coming from over here, our iron farm is finished and iron golems can spawn any second now. There we go. Here it is, the first one, and it is burning in the lava. There we go. It'll die any second now. Here we can get a bit of a better view. There we go, it just died, and now if we check in the chest, as you can see, you just got 3 iron ingots from that. Anyways, I really hope you liked this video, and if you did, then make sure to hit that like button and subscribe as well. Anyways, thank you ever so much for watching, and I hope to see you again in the next one. Bye bye!